What's good, people? What is good, YouTube? How's it going? Hope y'all are having a chillin' day out here. Let me get this globe to Africa so y'all can see Africa here. Here's Nigeria right here. That's the motherland right here. At least for myself. Also the United States, of course. I was born and raised in the United States. So you could call that, I don't know if that's also the motherland. Is that the fatherland? I don't know what they call the United States. I know they refer to Germany as the fatherland. Um, I don't know what the difference is. I don't know why people do one way or the other for wherever they're from. But that's a whole nother thing. Who cares about that for now? For now, in this video, we're gonna talk about, I had Bumble. Sorry, on the Discord, I over-exaggerated the number of people on, or at least in the United States, on Bumble. I thought it was literally 100 million people in the United States. I mean, that's, I guess I don't know if I said that directly on the Discord, but that's what I was thinking. And that's kind of how I reacted to it as well. But then when I was reading this article, because that was on some random video I think I was watching or something, and then I looked at an article because I looked it up. I was like, wait, there's no way in hell that number's right. So I looked it up, and then yeah, it's 100 million users worldwide. Which, I mean, now that I think about it, I've had like a day to think about that. That's still kind of a lot, not gonna lie. Because how many does even Twitter have? You know what I mean? Technically, Facebook has, what, 2 billion? Like, I think that might be combined in terms of, like, users of Instagram and WhatsApp and whatnot. How many people use Instagram, even? Like, I mean, I think it's more than 100 million. YouTube is obviously way more than... YouTube is a lot. That's way more than 100 million. But yeah, I just found it interesting, those numbers. So let's just take a look at this article here. Let me get off this Led Zeppelin. See if I could post music, man. Like that would be this channel would be so much different. I mean, you saw it too. Like when I was posting, I'll probably post something in the beginning or end of this video just for the hell of it. But yeah, like I like music. Unfortunately, a lot of the music I'm listening to right now, I can't even post it on because they literally take down my video, but it's all good, man. We'll try to see what happens there. Hopefully crypto can help with that, or blockchain or whatever can help with that. Who knows? What are they doing on TikTok? That's an interesting way that they incorporate music on TikTok. So I might talk about that in some video or something like that. I just think it's interesting. But let me capture my screen out here. Now we are recording my screen. There we go. So, and I say that honestly mostly for me, not even for you guys, like just for me on the editing. I say that so I don't have to like mess around with where it exactly is, like so it's not a little bit off, or I mean it might even still be a little bit off. We'll see. I try to edit it pretty well. But y'all are in my screen here at this point. Boost matches, I don't know what the hell that is. It's clickable, but I'm not gonna click on it. Bumble tutorials, Tinder tutorials, holy shit, man. They're even teaching you how to be on Tinder. Dude, that's wild. Honestly, when these things first came out, for you younger people watching my channel, because I know there's, especially when I talk about this dating market bullshit, like there's younger people that click on the videos. You know, maybe they even click off soon, because like the watch time, when I get a lot of views, the watch time is like, 3 to 3.5 minutes, as opposed to the watch time on like my other videos where it's like 8, 9 minutes, 10 minutes. It's just hilarious, man. But it's all good. Like, whatever. But yeah, it's all good. Hopefully with time we can like see what we can do about those numbers. But yeah, you see you got tutorials out here. Let's just read it, man, before the video goes too long. Bumble statistics and facts in 2021 with charts. In this comprehensive, we're not even gonna, okay, as long as they post charts in the thing, which I think they do, because I actually did read this, but it was like yesterday, I think, or the day before. So I don't remember it completely, but let's just keep going. In this comprehensive collection, we will curate the most up-to-date statistics about the online dating app Bumble. So this wasn't created by Bumble. It's boostmatches.com. That's such an interesting that's an interesting like website out there. No wonder. Boost matches, that makes sense. Okay, we go to the home page sometime. I'm not going to do that in this video. Some of these Bumble statistics come from Bumble's official press releases or reporting. Some are based on industry research papers. Wow. Are you kidding me? That's what we're researching? Okay, I'm sorry, man. Like, if I just keep cutting off the article, that's what we're researching? Dang. Okay, so based on industry research papers, a few of them are estimated based on different research methodologies. So we will focus on the stats. On the US, the US is the country with the highest number of Bumble users worldwide. So it must be pretty spread out, because out of 100 million, there's really not that much on the US, as you'll see. So it must be pretty spread out, which is very, very interesting. You can see like the blanketing effect, honestly, of like some of the, I mean, over the last 60 years, whatever you want to call it, like indoctrination, some people say, or like blue pill, brainwashing, or whatever people say, or just like, honestly, the social atmosphere, I'll just call it, blanketing effect. But if you know some of the statistics we display here are not the latest one, let us know in the comment. Okay, whatever. Yeah, table of contents, cool. Stats users, number of user stats worldwide. And I'll post this article. On the last video, I forgot to post it. I think I'll edit the description so I can post the last one. The article is actually right here. Labor force on that one. I'll post this in the description so you guys can like follow along or just read it yourself, because I'm probably going to go slow af on this. We're already at 4 minutes. On this recording, I think in the whole video total, we're probably at like 6 minutes. Number of user stats worldwide. As Bumble is not yet a public company, they are not required to release user numbers or exact revenue statistics. Now, these are the numbers has floating around. 2020 report says the total of 87 million people who use Bumble worldwide. There's no official confirmation of this. From 2019 report puts the number at around 66 million users. And the thing is, 2019, 66 million, 2020, 87 million. Like, do you really think that's legit growth? That's probably literally legit growth worldwide. That's probably legit growth. And I think by 2021, it's probably at 100 million right now. Because I heard the number in 2021, or like, I mean, 2022 technically was when I heard it. It said 100 million people. And then that study that they were looking at was probably from 2021. So I'm pretty sure this kind of growth is actually what they're seeing, especially concerning, like, we know there's exponential growth often these days. And like, I mean, what better way to, honestly, the dating market is a very interesting place to analyze what's going on here. Also the labor market too. But yeah, so the active users are situated in 150 countries. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go forever on this video. Like, okay, over time, I'm steadily, progressively doing different things on my channel and seeing I mean, honestly, just seeing what's cool to me for one thing, and then seeing what works and what doesn't. And I'm doing this article thing now for a little bit, so this is cool, but then I need to learn how to actually talk on it, right? Because, you know, each video, a lot of it is experimentation. So, you know, just bear with me. Like, we're already at 6 minutes here on the recording, and we're probably at like 8 minutes on the video. So if you're still watching, okay, number of active users in the United States. So in terms of the user numbers in the United States, Bumble is the second most popular dating platform, I think, after Tinder, with 5 million users in the US. Only Tinder has more users in the US with a staggering 7.9 million users. Are you kidding me? In 2019, dude, that's nuts, man. When these apps came out, legit, like, I thought it was all a joke when those apps came out. I literally thought it was a joke. But as we're seeing, dude, these numbers, and some of these are bots probably, like I was saying with my buddy and business partner. A lot of these are probably bots, but even if it's like half of them are bots, you're talking about 50 million people worldwide using Bumble. You know, and even half of them are bots. Think about the amount of people who are just in the United States in general. A bunch of them are babies, so they don't count in terms of the dating market. I literally work. The average age of a person in the United States is like 40 years old plus right now. Like it's late 30s to 40. So like think about the amount of people that are actually on the dating market, and like 2 million, even if half of them were bots using Bumble, that means like 2.5 million users in the dating market are on Bumble. Like just think about that, and like don't even get me started on Tinder, but like some of those Tinder users are probably older accounts. Bumble's probably newer accounts. So there's that chart. Honestly, we're already at like 8 minutes. I'm sorry. And like I don't cut the videos up either. Like I just post the whole video. So like let's just try to keep going here. I mean I might not even read the whole article, but like I just wanted to talk about this because I thought this was interesting. So number of people who use Bumble at least once. The 5 million active user stats mean that out of the 210 million adult Americans, around 2% has an active account on Bumble. That's interesting, but like I said, you know, not all adult Americans. Like that's, I mean, you know, that's a weird stat, but it's interesting if you think about it. 2% of all million of all adult Americans. However, another interesting number is how many Americans have downloaded and used the app at least once. There's been a survey made in April 2020, estimate around 8% of the US population, which around 20 million people, use the app at least once. Maybe, because there's a lot of people that probably used it and then they're like, okay, I'm not, like they didn't really, maybe they found a match, which is probably not the case with most people. Probably most people just did it. I mean, it's like I made an Instagram once. I made an Instagram and then I browsed around and then like I basically never used it again. Technically that Instagram is still up though. You know, so that's part of and people probably do the same on Bumble. So although this number will probably never be confirmed by Bumble, blah, 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 feminist Tinder, whatever. See, 34.5% of the users were female, 65.5% of the users were male. So honestly, if you're using these dating apps, man, technically my friend, he met the girl he's dating now. He met her on Bumble, so, and then most of those accounts where people never use it again, most of them are probably dudes. Same with Instagram. Like I made one and never used it again. Most of the people that like made those accounts and never used them again are probably dudes. Online dating, blah, blah, blah. Gender ratio. See, I probably won't even read all of this article. I'll like just post it so you can. I just wanted to present this topic because I thought it was cool. Because they're like doing all these like weird, because the thing about stats, I'll just say this, it's good to try to understand stats, because especially in this data dominated like media we're going to be witnessing now for our lifetime, it's probably good to understand kind of how stats work. So maybe take a class in college or something, or like take a psychology class if anything. Or because, okay, my psychology class that I had in college really kind of set me up to know statistics, to look at them different. That guy was probably a genius, honestly, the way he taught that class. That was pretty cool. So maybe even a psychology class, because they do a lot of stats. Actually, to be honest, in most professions, you're probably going to be seeing a lot of stats now. So I just say the psychology professor because that had like an impact on me, maybe, I guess, and the class was pretty fun. But probably most professions, if you're taking classes for that, you'll probably be doing stats, especially moving forward. User age stats, blah, 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 age distribution. And see, I might even do longer form videos. The thing is, I just have to give you guys time to get used to it, basically. Because if I'm doing half-hour videos or whatever, I probably could do it, but I'd have to get the speaking pace down right, which I just didn't have in this video, sorry. Because I'm just experimenting. Maybe like by video 5 or 6 or something, I might be able to. And that could, you know, the way I do the channel, that could be like a month from now, you know what I mean? So, you know, definitely read the article if this is interesting to you. We can get more up to date. And then, you know, like most of these, they're just like screwing around with stats. Like, so you can determine it for how old you are. Like, different types of people watch this channel, like different ages. So look at it and determine what your age group is doing, etc., or whatever age group you're going for. So if you want to date younger, I mean, if you're still even dating or whatever. You know, I do put mgtow in the titles, but mgtow means a lot of different things to like a lot of different men. That's like the whole point. You know, it's not a philosophy or whatever. It's not a movement. It's a philosophy, like they say. You know, I think I kind of know what that means now. Whereas before I didn't. I used to like kind of joke about it in the past, but I think I kind of know it. Kind of realize what it means now, because it's not the same for, it's like literally different from person to person, and that's kind of the point. Bumble's users, other demographic, yeah, see more data and stuff like that. You know, this video is probably basically mostly over. Like, you know, read the article, see if it's interesting to you. Based on a data study from 2017, the average user spends 100 minutes a day on the app. Dude, that's crazy. I mean, whoa, 100 minutes a day on the app. That's like almost 2 hours. Maybe they're messaging each other back and forth on it. Who knows? 5,000 weddings and engagements. That's really not that much. 5,000, 2017. Feminist Tinder. That's just, again, Bumble's not a public blah blah blah. Yeah, so that's, you know, that's what it is. I thought it was interesting. Definitely read it if you're more interested in this topic. And then if you guys kind of like these article things, I'm gonna do it for at least, you know, 5 to 10 videos, probably more spread out, but like I'm gonna do them kind of increasingly because I kind of like it. So I'm just gonna do it for a little bit, the next few videos, kind of interesting to me, and then we'll just see how long. I might do it more on the channel. Maybe we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this is around 15-16 minutes. Didn't want to get it to 20. We'll just stop this green recording there, and then yeah, basically it. Hopefully this is like under 18 minutes. We'll see what happens. The next one I'll do will probably be under like 15 minutes, just to see if how people react to that one. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. I'll edit some things in there maybe. And yeah, there we go. Alright, peace out, guys.